You are on mute.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so you were saying that you're working on, you have worked on the modules like ITSM, HRSD, right?
Yes, ITSM, HRSD, CSM, and ITAM as well. IT Asset Management.
Okay. So, ITAM, can you let me know what you have worked on IT asset management? Was it both software asset management and hardware asset management both?
Like as per
And
the
what was
current,
your
yeah,
responsibility?
here only I started my
Mhm.
ITAM experience, and here what we have worked on based on the company organizing policy, what are the required. Either it is a software asset or else a hardware asset. Based on that, we have to there will be a request form. There will be a uh, 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 forms that related on they have work on, and we have work on the data which is available in the CMDB table. From the table, how we are getting and what the validation we have to do for that. So if it is a software asset, if it is a hardware asset. In software asset, what will happen? Some asset, there need to be some permission, roles and responsibility. Based on that, we need to give the based on the ACL, we have to validate that one. In hardware asset, based on the user and based on the designation and based on the user region, we have to provide the asset, and that should be it's some requirement. Based on that, some criteria what as per the company policy, I'm just validating the task, like that only I'm doing currently.
Okay, so you were using out of the box tables, or were any custom tables were created for this?
Yeah, here in the current company, they are creating a custom table for that particularly related to maintaining the particular data which related to either it is a software asset, either it is a hardware asset. For that particular, based on the region, based on the user designation, and based on that, they have created separate table. Like the main table, it is CMDB only,
Okay.
and yeah, remaining the sub tables they will created separately. We have to validate, and the data should be pulled out from that particular table. That is what we need to validate during that scenario.
Okay, so can you let me know the life cycle of a software? Like the whole life cycle, how it is started until this is decomposed or whatever be the status. Can you tell me the life cycle of a software? Or let's take the example of maybe a hardware asset, whatever you want to. And please explain me the life cycle of it in service now.
Like you want to software lifecycle means, as per my understanding, you want to experience like what be the process we are following when we are doing given like in IT, from submitting requesting to the IT asset and complete submission. That is what you are expecting, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah. Like initially, where there will be end user will be raise the request on behalf of end user, like behalf of end user, or behalf of employee. HR will raise the defect, sorry, request. HR will raise the request. Based on that, it will target to the particular IT department. In once it go to IT department, they will start with the that particular request. The request will be as aligned to the approval. Once it is approved, then it will go to task. Once the task is clear, once the IT departments assigned to the particular asset to particular employee or end user, after that the task will be closed. All the scenarios and all the procedure will be followed by SLA only, like in as per the work
So this, just hold on. Sorry to interrupt you. Actually, you told me that a task will be assigned to the team, right? So it
correct.
is not a automatic process.
It
Who is
is
actually assigning the?
it is automatic press, like once we created a particular form, right? If you are requesting that particular form, that task will be automatically assigned to the particular group only. It is not required to assign
What
manually.
is the name of that group?
ITAM group, IDAM group or ITAM group.
Okay.
Yeah, usually we are following with the IDAM group only. In IDAM group, it will be assigned, and even though example, if it is a TRF lever request, TRF lever request or TRF joiner request, based on that it will be once anyone on behalf of the particular user, anyone submitted the request, it will be tagged to the particular IDAM group. Then it will take minimum 1 day for the creation after creating the request. It will take 1 day to process, and once it is approved from the IR management, then it will go to task will be closed complete. Once task is completed, then TRF lever request will be close complete, and after that all the access will be disabled by default. It is not required to do any manual process. That is what we are following in that current project. And asset management also same thing. Once the request is raised, after that it move to that particular group, IDAM group, then it will the particular user will submit it, and task will be assigned to particular group. There it is a manual task. Why? Because we have to give the confirmation whether the department is issued the asset or not, whether the employee received the asset or not. That is a confirmation needed, because it is not required to make it like it's automated, right? Because without getting confirmation we can't close the any of the request, right? So we are here is following with a manual effort for the task, and after that it will move to close complete.
Okay. So, Pooja, you told me that you were following the custom tables and the out of the box. You were not using the asset management, which is available in the ServiceNow itself module, complete module.
Mm.
So, but are you aware of those particular processes, how it works in ServiceNow? What is the out of the box process? Or you have not checked that one?
As per my understanding, what I have followed, based on the requirement, I just go through that in even though when I get a requirements, I go in depth. I just analyze the requirement. After that I started to analyze from where the data is coming, from that particular things only have validated, and whether it is out of the box feature, or whether it is a normal custom table. That one I need to validate as per the requirement. Is required to the data coming from the particular table, or it is coming from the particular data, then it will be required. So once the data is coming, it is coming from the particular custom table or particular out of box feature, then we need to validate. That is only I did. I didn't go in behind more, because it is not required as per the requirement. But yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that you have worked on ATFs as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what ATFs have you created? Like recent one, can you tell me the what was the requirement for the project and you created the ATFs for those particular testing
Yeah, I
that
have in my
process?
overall ServiceNow experience, I have created more into service catalog form, like normal request forms only. Apart from that, recently I have done with a one validation uh, in CSM model. In CSM model, there is a one request in a custom table. Case will be created, right? The case table, based on that case table, that need to be data should be fetching from that particular table. That is what the scenario is, like this simple. When once you configure the email, once you configure email inbound action, after that, once send the email is sent, after that case should be automatically created. Okay, once case is created, if the case should be uh, mapped to the particular group, the respective group, and after that it goes to if the end user send any update, like if it is not resolved, it is not satisfied, that case is not completely resolved, any of the comment or any of the notes updated, that should be to be followed in the same case only. It should not go for other case, and it should not go with any other log. It should be the same log that we have followed. So in my recent one ATF, that what I have faced the challenges, First I configure the email inbound action, after that record query, after that I did with the validate with the from the case table. Then after it will again by using the custom step to validate the particular that case validate tag to the particular group. And after that just only for ATF purpose, uh, just you are understanding, right? I'm what I'm saying.
Okay, so you have created the ATFs for inbound actions, right? For case management
Yeah,
table.
inbound action, but
Okay.
once the mail is sent, after that it will be case should be auto created. That is what they expected, and based on that case creation, it should be auto tagged to the particular group. That is what I validated recently in this one in CSM model. In HRSD model, I have recently worked on. This is my first in this organization only I started HRSD model. They based on that HR case will be created. Once the HR case request is created, after that it will from the employee portal, right? Employee portal HR case will be created. After that it will move to people agent workspace. That what I have validated. And once the case is opened, and after as assigned to that, that manual steps I validated through ATF only. I don't know how I can explain particularly. Sorry if I am wrong.
Yeah, okay, got it. So can you tell me, like, you have created the test cases and you know that you have reduced the manual efforts by 50%,
Yes,
but there are some limitations also to ATFs,
correct.
right? Do you know what they are?
Yeah,
Can you list me a few limitations?
as per the service now, we have very limitations in ATF. As per the ATF, it is not possible to 100% to automation any of the story or any of the scenario. And there is a limitation. It is not supported to UI responsiveness of the UI validation, and it is not support to in a third party integration. It is not support to flow designer validation, like the complete it is not complete is not supported, and script validation also not supported. And ATF will not support to uh, data, means based on the uh, data matrix it's not supported, and multiple data validation is not supported in ATF.
Okay. So, like for example, you have a particular project. Let's take the example of your inbound process only that you have created for the case management.
Yeah.
So, is ATF testing is enough to move those things into the production environment, or any manual testing is further required apart from the ATFs? What
Manual
are your views on this?
before moving to production, we need manual effort. It is not completely automation is not completely not sufficient, and manual effort is required. And based on the manual effort only, we can do the automation. And all the steps we can't do completely with the automation thing. And validation with the user roles, user ACL validation, these things, some scenario it is not possible through ATF. So in that case, manual effort is mainly required. When manual effort is 100% succeed, after that only we can proceed with the UAT. Once UAT is approved, then it is going to move. It's ready for moving to production. As per current project, we are doing this. Work is like procedure will be first be validated in the manual effort, and after that move to UAT, then it is go ready for moving to production in the current sprint. Then once it is moved to production, the next day we started with the before the store is coming to for testing, we'll start with the automation for that particular story, whether it is possible or not. We just analyze it, and if it is possible, then we will complete it within the that sprint going to start. So in that case, it will not take much effort. If there is a as per my understanding, doing an automation it's take longer time. Doing a manual effort is it is not take longer time. And even though once we clearly done with 100% pass with the automation, it will reduce the time. But without manual effort you can't do automation, because you can't understand the step by step. When you are clearly understand the step by step procedure in the manual effort, then only you can do all the things in automation, or else it is very difficult to add
Okay.
the steps.
Okay. Can you tell me the role that is required to configure the ATFs?
It depends on the particular any of the form. Usually we are using ITAM role, or else we are using ATF test designer.
Okay. Can you also tell me, like, is rollback possible if you suppose you have done some of the changes in the table or during ATF testing? Is rollback possible in that ATF testing?
Yeah, it is possible in ATF testing. We have a we have an option in ATF where the particular step is getting failed. Breakout option we have. If you are adding that breakout option, enable the breakout option in the ATF steps, then the particular step where it get fails, then it will be automatically roll back. It is not required to complete all the steps. Where the steps fail, it will be rolled back.
Okay, there are few tables where the rollbacks are not possible. Can you name me any two tables where roll we cannot do the rollbacks in ATFs?
Rollbacks is not possible. No
Like
idea.
whenever a record is created in those table,
Hmm.
you cannot actually revert them back even through ATF rollbacks.
Incident table.
No. Okay, no problem.
Just
You have worked on the integrations. You can check it out later. Okay, you have worked on the integrations as well, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. What type of integrations have you worked on, like REST APIs or Integration Hub or SPOCs?
REST API integration
What
only.
was the
I
major
did.
integrations?
I did validation with a REST
Oh,
API integration, along with which have done with ATF's ServiceNow integration with ChatGPT, that I have validated manually. And in automation, I did integration only for the particular incident and problem only in under integration module. But in REST API, through REST API, I have validated the from ChatGPT to ServiceNow. I integrated with ServiceNow to ChatGPT. There, there is a scenario is like, instead of using a ChatGPT in a separate browser, we have to validate enable the option in the ServiceNow instance without moving to some other tab, other browser. There is a table we have created, and based on that table, if you click on, there is a two check table. I'm audible. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, there is a two tabs. One tab is for ask a question, one tab is for display answer. The whatever the question you ask, the same answer, the similar answer will be displayed in that particular display answer table as tab as well. Same thing as what we are browsing the outside ChatGPT, like that. I have validated through REST API method and using Postman integration method as well. Along with in current project, I have validated recently Workwise integration, Workwise with Postman API integration. There the scenario will be based on the employee data. We have to validate the particular scenario, how it will be integrated with Workwise, ServiceNow with Workwise, and data how it will be captured automatically. If it is if you are sending any of the mail and the particular one format, if it is format missed also, it will not create any cases. So based on that format, if you are sending mail, then it will be HR case will be created like that. I have validated in HR HRSD model.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have created multilingual portal widgets and UI customizations. What is this? Like, I didn't get this. Validated multilingual portal widgets and UI customization. What was the need for it?
Like some cases it will be required multi UI customization, means some companies they are using different UI for the request in portal, right? So that kind of I have did, like portal in different portal have validated with a validation for a responsiveness as per that requirement, whether it is UI is proper, updated is proper, and the UI action button is working and widgets are working, like that particular what they are expected, that widgets are in the particular place that I have validated, like kind of a front end testing.
So you created the widgets, custom widgets.
Like in previously when I was working on ServiceNow developer, at that time I created widgets as well. I did small development activities as well.
Okay, but here I am not getting what do you mean by validated the custom widgets? Sorry, this portal widgets that you have created for multiple companies in
Multiple
multiple languages, right?
multiple languages, like in portal we have widgets, right? We'll be creating a
Mm-hmm.
multiple widgets we are adding, and based on the portal requirement we will be validating multiple widgets, right? That is what I have mentioned.
Okay. Okay, you have worked on flow designers also, right?
No, not much. But for testing purpose, I understood the flow designer. But in depth, I didn't work on more flow designer. But
So
I
you
know.
haven't created any request management or service catalogs, anything using flow designers?
I created request management through workflow only, by using workflow only. I didn't work more on flow designer. I have when I was working on that time, I did small things, most into workflow only. I didn't go through more into flow designer. Yeah, but for testing purpose,
Okay.
I'm clear with the flow designer, and I can understand the requirement based on what the validation required. That I know. For development purpose, I don't have a in-depth knowledge about that flow designer.
Okay. You mentioned that you know CMDB basics. So what do you understand by CMDB, and what all things you have done in CMDB? Like, have you utilized the tables, like imported the data into the CMDB tables? Can
Yeah,
you please explain?
in CMDB, I have current project. I'm started with the basic stories, which is validating the table level validation, and for particular data should be validated that particular table, like that only I have validating, and here it is not more scenario. I work on low priority
Sorry. Validating means through ATFs, or like I'm not getting. You
manually.
mentioned validating the data
manually
manually. Okay. Okay.
manually need to validate the particular table data as per the requirement, whether it is the data is available, data is populated. Those things have work on in CMDB model tower. But I'm also learning
Okay.
this journey.
Okay, so have you imported the data like through transform maps or
uh,
into the CMDB tables?
Uh, in a current project, I am not done any development activities because I don't have any access. As a tester, I know validation, but as a developer, I know how to import the data for a particular this one. in through transfer map, and after that how to export that data should be validated, that I know.
Okay.
Yeah, import data and transfer map and base once you enter the import the data table, and after that you need to go with the transfer map. In transfer map we need to select the particular fields, then once it will get 100% succeed, then data will be visible in the table. And that, and I know I know the almost basics and understanding of development activities. So because of that reason, for my testing purpose it is very useful.
Yeah, of course. So in ITSM also, like incident problem, and you mentioned request management, that is through ATFs only, or you have also worked on the developments also,
In
like
ITSM
script creation.
script create in IT
Mm-hmm.
in incident management, change management, I work on development as well in current this one as well, ATF as well. And also with we have a multiple scenario with incident management and also change management. So that is through manual effort as per the requirement, validating through manual effort, like
Okay. So
integration,
can you?
like AD
Okay. So can you tell me what are business rules?
business rule is a server-side scripting language that is used to fetch the data from the server from the to client. We are using business rules.
Okay. And what are the different types of business rules are there in ServiceNow?
Display business rule as synchronous, asynchronous, and there are four different types actually. One display, synchronous, asynchronous. Before, after. Sorry, I'm getting confusion.
Have you recently worked on business rules also?
No, no.
Like was it a part of your previous
Previous
project?
project, previous company only. Yeah,
Okay.
we have four.
Do you know what are the script includes?
Yeah, script include also is server side scripting method we are following in the service now to fetch the data from the from the server to client, and it will be executed in the script include. And like in script include only we can configure the from which table we need to take get the data particular, but I'm not exactly remember. I use it, but I don't know.
Okay, okay, no worries. Can you tell me like sorry, just a minute. You mentioned that in your earlier project, like maybe the beginning, you worked on ERP workflows. What is it?
Yeah, in base education service you are asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there actually my responsibility as a ERP admin. So ERP workflow, that is company own or ERP we have developed actually, and initially we developed only for the purpose of admission purpose, and later on we are following with a different department, either account related and asset related, as and again the admission, counseling, and after admission the following of test management. These things we have followed. So there ERP workflow means based on the user requirement, what we are taken from the input, and we have developed through in ERP and enabled, and my responsibility to take the input from the end user, like end user, and after that I need to submit to the developer, and after that I need to start with the creation of a front end part, then the developer will enable through backend. After that I need to validate whether all the functionality, all the field, all the data is working as expected. So after that, once I completed the testing, once it is completely working as expected, then I will start I will create a one user manual to send to all user. And even though I taken a call, like initially there is no Teams calls at that time. We have in face to face we have given the demo how to use it, and after that it will go. And every completion of one module, we are will be getting a multiple inputs, again feedback. Based on that we will implement it. So it is like a day by day activities going with development testing only. We have validation, after that confirmation. That is what.
Okay. Can you tell me the any three Glide APIs that are used in ServiceNow, and also please explain me why it is used for?
Glide APIs, we have one second. Glide Glide
Okay.
date for date for date purpose, and there is that name I didn't remember exactly. For date validation we are using one Glide, and for string validation, that is also we are using one Glide with APIs. And API name I not remember exactly, but surely I'm sure about that. We are using API for date validation, string validation, and sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Can you tell me what are virtual, you mentioned that you worked on the virtual agent as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So have you configured the flow for the virtual agent,
Yeah, I did.
what we call as NLPs?
NLPs, I didn't go much into NLPs. I did configured, I created a virtual agent and pop up in the portal. What I did during that project, I initially activated the plugin, Glide Agent Glide Agent something. There is a one plugin we need to validate. After that, once plugins activated, then again the remaining flows will be displayed in the instance. So go to the test designer. There we need to configure the response and input and response both, and what a customer given the update question, based on that bot will need to respond. That is what I configured. And where the necessary requirement changes required, like if it is the customer given the mobile number, based on that mobile number, if the mobile number is already available in database, that particular database already created in database should be with along with any of the incident, right? So that need to be validated, means that incident should be display automatically. That is what I have done in the configuration. Manual effort done with we have validated in virtual agent to validate whether the bot is responding as per the end user perspective. Once you given any of the choice you have selected, based on choice whether the data is particularly displaying. If it is a, if there will be different choices, so based on particular choice, if you are selecting any of the choice, it should not go some other data should not. That is what I validated.
Okay. So, Bhuja, that's it from my side. Any questions for me?
Yeah, I'm like, what will be the next process for this position, and what they are
So,
expecting, is
yeah.
there anything more expecting, and what the methodology you are following in your organization.
Okay. So next, you will get a call from the HR, and they will update you about the status. Second thing is, we're talking. We have actually the hiring for here in Wipro. We have a kind of practice team
Okay.
where all the developers or all the people in ServiceNow working in ServiceNow are hired all together as a team, and as and when required they are actually assigned the project. For example, there is a project coming up for 3 months or so, So accordingly, they can be aligned to the as per the requirement.
Okay.
So this is how the process works in Wipro.
Okay.
So uh, yeah, any other
Yeah,
questions?
like what will the procedure you are following? Like is a separate testing team is separate